It is a great joy to spend this time with you here on the Word of Encouragement. Today, here on this Friday, we're going to look at something that I believe is something we should just continue to remind ourselves. And that is found in 1 Corinthians chapter 10 in verse 26. Now, this is dealing with the question of should the meat that is offered to idols be eaten? And of course, there are different ramifications that are dealt with here, and we would spend the next 2 hours if I was going to go into that. But as that's being discussed, there's a wonderful truth here that we can latch on to. Verse 26, for the earth is the Lord's, and the fullness thereof. It's all the Lord's. That means that when we're right with God, and we're following his principles, we are the ones that actually can enjoy what God made. Now, our earth is cursed, and we have to be careful of what Satan is doing in culture. We have to protect ourselves and our testimonies. But when we're discerning and biblical, we can enjoy the world, nature, all of the good things of life to the fullest, because God made us to be able to do that. And we will experience that in a glorious way on the new earth when God brings that to us after the millennium is completed and the new heavens and the new earth are made. But we can get a taste of that now. I've had the privilege of being with believers all of my life. I was in a godly home. My dad knew some of the godliest people in our country and around the world, so I had fellowship with them. And I'm telling you, you don't have to feel sorry for servants of the Lord. I mean, I have enjoyed times with them. They enjoy life. I have enjoyed life. I've had so many privileges to serve the Lord, and we just need to push off the lie of the devil that if you are a believer, you just don't get to do anything. That's a blessing. That is so false. God wants us to be able to laugh, to be able to enjoy the things that he has made. Everything is his, and when our hearts are right, we have his life. Our conscience isn't hurting us. Believers should have just a great joy all the time. And of course, the key for that to be the case is verse 31, a few verses later. Whether therefore ye eat or drink, or whatsoever ye do, now here's the key, do all for the glory of God. And there's so many different things we can do for the glory of God. And there's such a joy in doing it. And so as a believer, if we're really living for him, if we really are desirous of seeing him glorified, then there's just a freedom and a liberty and a refreshment in the things of God. Now, we're going to be seriously sacrificing. We don't want self to get in the way, but there's something about a spiritual person who's really walking in the Spirit, where they can take what God has given, use it for his glory, and to realize that God has given all these things freely to enjoy. All the Christian life's a wonderful thing. Be encouraged that God has some great days ahead for you.